Hey, what's up guys? It's 5 and this is episode 3 of Fastest Tactics. Some of you may be new to my channel and haven't seen episode 1 or 2, so I'll give you a brief explanation of what this series is. It's basically me and a partner playing a high-round co-op game, and then using the fastest strategies or tactics we can think of to get through the rounds. So then I make a video after we play this game, which explains the tactics we use, why we use them, and poses you a question of what do you think is the fastest tactics? Do you agree with me, or do you disagree? So yeah, that's basically what the series is. Now let's get into it. As you can see right now, we're in the lighthouse, and this is what I believe to be the fastest place you can play on this map. The reason being is because it's the only place you can run a safe circle and have only window spawners. The thing about like the beach is most of the spawners are all ground spawners, and ground spawners are very random. People who play a lot of No Man's Land would understand that. Sometimes you'll get insanely fast spawns, sometimes they will almost never even come out of the ground. They're just random, therefore they're not as good because it all comes down to luck. Sometimes you'll get good spawns, sometimes you'll get horrible. Whereas if you have window spawners, they're much more likely to have consistent spawns. You'll have consistently fast every time. So that's why I think the lighthouse is the best. Then let's get into what guns you need for the early rounds. Early rounds, this is like the only map I would actually say you should use meal kick on. Why I say that is because there's two actual wonder weapons on this map. So you kind of need meal kicks so you can both have a wonder weapon, both have sallies, and both have the ray gun. And all three of those guns really help speed up the rounds. So yeah, as you can see right now, we're just killing with ray guns and sallies, since ammo really isn't that big of a deal on this map. Especially, well, at least in the early rounds. In the early rounds, you're gonna get ammo from George every 4 to 5 rounds. And as well, within those 4 to 5 rounds, chances are you will get an ammo just from a drop anyways, so honestly, you just want to use your ammo as much as possible. So as you see here, I start the round by emptying my VR11 into Lone Star. We do this is because we know George came back this round, so we'll probably get ammo from him. We might get ammo from drops anyways, so might as well just use our ammo now, instead of waiting for the ammo that we know is going to show up. Anyways, once we do use my VR11 ammo on Lone Star and he's insta-kill, he'll sit there right at where they come up the stairs and pretty much just shoot anything on sight since he's insta-kill and the zombies can't see him. Then I'll just run a safe circle around the lighthouse, taking care of George, making sure that I don't die. Anyways, yeah, you see we got the ammo like we knew we would. So let's move on to the next round. The next round is where we have full VR11 ammo, but we don't know if we're gonna get an ammo. But as you see, we do get an ammo, so I have a full VR11. I just emptied into him as quick as possible. That's really what you want to be doing. You want to be using the scavenger and the VR11 as much as possible, like 30 to 40. So about 40 is when you really have to start caring about ammo. Till then, it's just go, 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 shoot, 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 kill, kill, kill. Go as fast as you can. So yeah, this is just a bunch of clips of us getting ammo pretty much. And the fact that he was still insta-kill by the time we got the second ammo, which is pretty freaking awesome. So I just emptied even more on him, but this time it was slightly more difficult to actually do because of the fact that George is on my ass and just trying to freaking kill me. And he can't really deal with George, it's not like the insta-kill works on him. So after that point, we spent the rest of the round trying to kill George. So basically shooting the scavenger as much as possible, as well as ray gun and sallies. But most importantly, just do like one loop, then shoot 2 scavengers, one loop, shoot 2 scavengers. It does good damage to George, as well as kills pretty much all the zombies that are coming at you. So yeah, at the end of the round, we eventually finally actually kill him, which isn't actually that hard with an upgraded scavenger and ray guns. So we get the Wonder Waff, and then I'll show you right about now is how we use the Wonder Waff. We basically just wait till about 10 zombies spawn in, then shoot. Not even 10 sometimes, since the splash damage on the Wonder Waff in the lighthouse is actually really good. It'll hit all the guys coming up and down the stairs. After that though, then we have to start using our ammo a little bit more efficiently, like with the scavenger, not VR11. So we use one scav and then clean up with ray gun and sallies. We can save a lot of ammo doing it this way. And ammo isn't nearly as easy to come by now, so it's a lot more lucky if we get it, since we really just have to wait for full hordes now, and then kill with the scavenger. Also, as you probably saw, this strategy isn't nearly as safe to run now if we're going for full hordes. The spawns are a little bit slow, a little bit wonky, so there can be problems. But we never really had any downs before 50, I'm pretty sure. So it's still safe enough. And past 50, it's the exact same every time. It's very easy to run. Anyways, let me talk about the different way of running this, running the lighthouse. I've seen a game by Coca-Cola of him and the Gladiator running this strategy to 65. But the only difference was they had one guy running the bottom floor, one guy running here, then they merged in the basement. People think it's like a different strategy, but I mean really it's the same thing. It's really the exact same thing. We just take out one step by the merging. That's all. That's the only difference. But I want to talk about what I think about the strategy, because apparently they were running it slightly faster, what people were telling me. And after I watched the video, yeah, they basically were. Because the reason they were running maybe like 1-2 seconds at most faster, was because they weren't waiting nearly as long as us. We would wait till we had this full nice horde that we could kill in one sally shot. What they were doing was they were shooting the scavenger and then the VR-11. So even if those stragglers were coming down the stairs, they'd still get them. But the main problem with their strategy is going back up the stairs. The guy going back up the stairs, I saw multiple times almost getting caught. And the only reason it worked was because the guy who was insta-kill was still insta-kill and could kill those zombies before he got stuck. Which is one problem. And the bigger problem, the reason they died, was because the strategy involves merging. And whenever you have a strategy that involves merging two hordes of zombies, you're always at risk of one guy screwing it up and killing both of you. And I'm pretty sure that's basically what happened. The one guy screwed up and it got them both killed in the end. Anyways, the rest of this video will just be a montage of me shooting the VR-11. So, enjoy. Bye-bye.